Hey, what's up, y'all? Good morning. I'm over here. What do you call it? Waiting on a lockout, man. Somebody text me about a lockout, but the people ain't never call me, so I'm waiting on that. I got two things that I want to do this morning. Two things. One of the first things I'm gonna talk about is having bad days, being a businessman, hustler, or entrepreneur, however you want to put it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have them bad days, and not every day is going. You're gonna be smiling. Like right now, it is not all roses and candy. It is not all roses and candy right this very second, and it is not all roses and candy for me right this very minute. But you got to fight through that. You got to fight through that, and that's why I'm showing y'all this right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm not in the best of moods and everything. I really don't feel like getting up and doing anything, but you got to make it happen sometimes anyway. And just I mean, just hey, what's up, Chief? How you doing? All right? Doing good, doing good, doing good. Hey, did you get the money I sent over? Just check the cash app. It was for two jobs. Yeah. Oh yeah, that my phone be like that sometimes too. That's all I owed you for. Yeah, that's all I owed you for was two jobs, right? Yep, got you, got you. Yeah, yeah, got you, got you. My bad, it's my phone. That's why I didn't even know what you call out. Like that's why I was making sure, trying to confirm with you. You know what I'm saying? I made sure I paid everything. You know what I mean? Because messing around, what do you call it? Like I can't like really see into my phone right now. To be honest with you. Yeah, that's real. Like yeah, it is, man. It's messing me up totally, dude. Because I mean, like what happened was at one point it was at one point, dude, what do you call it? Like it was like ghost touching or whatever. And now it's doing that thing. Now it's doing that thing where like the ink is starting to come out the screen. I'm like, oh my god, I ain't got no insurance on it, man, like an idiot. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's how it goes sometime though. What you go? Hey, I got the A, but nobody texted me. Nobody called me. Yeah, nobody's calling me. Oh, bro, and believe me, when I tell you, I am waiting on a call right now. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Please, I'll take it, man. I'll take somebody in Alaska right now. Yeah, know somebody who's got one left right around within their car, right? Okay, no problem, no problem. Yeah, I mean it's straight. What do you call it? What was I about to say? Yeah, dude, no problem. Just what do you call it? Messing around. What was I about to say? What was I about to say? Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully, something just fall out the sky today, homie. Because I'm like, oof. When, got you, yeah. Because I am hurt, and let me tell you, yeah, almost about to cry. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what everybody's telling me. Everybody's telling me, like in this industry right here, like every time around this year it gets slow. Everybody's saying that everybody's been super slow, like since like December, dude. Okay, got you, no problem. Hey, if you want to, man, you can check out my YouTube, man. It's called Putting the Game Down, man. I've been, I've been messing more with it, man, just to keep my head, you know what I'm saying, from everything else that's going on. Yeah, yeah, putting the game down, man. What do you call it? I got a few videos up there. I got one or two in Spanish. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm recording right now while I'm talking to you, Chief. What you call it? You'll probably mess around and see this video up there if you check it. Yeah, not yeah, cause now this morning what I'm talking about, I talk about like a lot of stuff, so I'm starting like a little podcast. And like one of the things, I do, I just want to get the realness of everything. And like one of the things I was talking about this morning was like, yo, listen, like there's gonna be some days you're not gonna be smiling if you want to be an entrepreneur, a hustler, a businessman, whatever you want to call it. There's gonna be some days that you just not gonna be smiling. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I was like, but you still gotta shake it off and get out the bed regardless. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? I was like putting in the video that I think that, you know what I'm saying, this is a good video for me to make because when I learned this from being around other people, from hearing stories and seeing them go through bad times, that made me not panic in times where I was going through bad times myself. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Well, that work. Well, your phone's ringing, man, so I ain't gonna hold you up, Chief. You know what I'm saying? I know you got some money to make. Definitely, definitely. Hey, that work. Hey, man, if anything come through, I'm waiting, man. I'm by the phone faithfully right this second. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you big time. All right. Yes, sir. I have a good one. Mhm. Yeah, so like I was saying, well, you pretty much heard the conversation I was having with him on me. Like, you know, I'm having with him, folks. You know, there's been times I've been hanging around people I was learning from them or working with them and learning from them while I'm working with them, and they went through hard times, and I seen how it was. So when you know that when you know that other people went through this, it's easier for you not to panic when you're going through hard times yourself. You know what I'm saying? So with this right here, I'm gonna show the good, bad, the ugly of everything. It's not gonna be no painted story, you know, fairy tale, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I got some good days, and when I had the good days, I'm gonna let you know. But when I'm having the bad ones, I'm gonna let you know that too. The whole 9 yards. The second thing I want to talk about, the second thing that I want to talk about is that how did I learn Spanish, man? A lot of people ask me how I learned Spanish, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there so that way, whenever somebody asks me this question in the future, I can just refer them to my YouTube. I'm gonna put a video in Spanish too, because I mean a lot of people asking this right here, and it's actually a weird story. When I moved to where I moved to, when I moved to where I'm at right now, from Connecticut, I was just, you know what I'm saying, doing my normal thing, like, you know what I'm saying, like I always had like a little thing I was doing on the side, but I mean, normally, you know, as I was working a job, so I was going door to door looking for a job. I ended up just making a long story short with that. I ended up bumping into somebody on me. Like, I ended up bumping into somebody that owned like a shop. And he was a well known businessman in the area. A lot of people knew him. You know what I mean? So that helped me out a lot in the long run because I met a lot of people just from hanging around him. But what ended up happening was I started working with him, and he barely spoke English. He barely spoke English, barely. And everybody at his shop only spoke Spanish. So he was the only one that could pretty much communicate. And I only like knew like a little bit, you know, and stuff. And I only knew like a little bit. That's it, like a couple words. But I started asking him, and he to this day told me he never thought I'd pick up on it. I started asking him how to like say little words. Like I was trying to learn one word a day, and I would learn one word a day, and I would just repeat it in my head. Like I'd be like, "How do you say hello?" He'd be like, "Hola." So the total day in my head, I'm like, "Hola, hola, 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 hola." By the next day, it's engraved in my head. I'm learning something else. How do you say how are you doing? ¿Cómo estás? You understand what I'm saying? So every day, I mean the whole day in my head while I'm working. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? It got engraved in my head like that. So after you do this for like a month, you're gonna have like 30 words. You can start making like little sentences like "Hola, cómo estás?" You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I started doing, putting the words together. Because even right now, hold on one second. Because even right now, what I even right now, like even like right now, my Spanish isn't perfect, but I can move around. You know what I'm saying? With in an area where people only speak Spanish. You know what I mean? So after I started doing this, like learning one word a day, like 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, I started moving. But I started knowing so many people, and what happened was I ended up starting a transportation service, which is going to be another story. I'll talk about how I started a transportation service. But 85% of my customers were Spanish. You know what I'm saying? People like when I started speaking Spanish, people started like just like calling me about everything, like taking people to court, everything. They were like, whoa, like, you know, I was like the hottest thing since sliced bread. And I stuck out because I'm a black dude that speaks Spanish. There's really not a lot of black dudes that speak Spanish in my area. I mean, maybe there are across the United States, I don't know. But in my area, there really weren't that many. I mean, like, it'd be very rare for you to bump into a black dude that speaks Spanish. There are some, but, you know what I'm saying, it's very far and few between. You know what I mean? But I do meet them, black people, I mean, black women, black dudes that speak Spanish. I do meet them, but very few and far between. So, I started a transportation service, taxi and limousine. And what happened was everybody was calling me speaking Spanish. So it was like, so pretty much my living was dependent on speaking Spanish. And so that made, like, that kicked it to a whole nother gear. So a lot of times people say, yeah, but you learn Spanish. You know, I took Spanish in school. How did I don't remember anything. But when you're in a predicament where you got to use something, you'll learn it to your best of your abilities. I guarantee you. And I had to use it to make money, and that pushed my Spanish to a whole nother level. So that's why when I talk Spanish, it doesn't look like I'm thinking about the words because I'm not. It's like almost like second nature to me. You know what I mean? So that's my story for today. I appreciate y'all big time for stopping in. Sorry, y'all. Keep on. You know, it's like I got some over here. I'm snacking a little bit. But what do you call it? Thank y'all for stopping in. That's my story for today. So just remember the one lesson that I have to say today. Like a friend of mine told me that his mom told him one time, in life you will not be smiling every day. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is. You know what I mean? We work for the good days, but you will not be smiling every day in life. And sometimes when you're not smiling, it's it's understandable, but my bad, y'all. Like two beautiful women just walked by me. Like I mean, some real cuties out now. All right, so yeah. Sometimes, man, like when you're coming across hard times and stuff, you still got to push through it no matter what. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta take a little time off. You know what I mean? Take a 3 or 4 days sleep, rejuvenate, get yourself together. But after that, right back to the game. You got to shake it off. You got to get out of bed. Got to take a shower a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might not shave it. I might shave tomorrow. You know, I just don't feel like it today. I just feel like making some money. But it will. But it will. What do you call it? But it will pass just like everything else. You know, things just get slow sometimes. Money gets dried up. You know what I mean? So whenever you get yourself into a situation where you're making money, just make sure you save a little bit of money. Because I made the mistake of not doing that, thinking that everything was all gravy train for the rest of my life from this point on. And it's not always like that. Things slow down and to stop you from making drastic decisions. Just have yourself a little cushion to fall back on. That's good. And just remember, sometimes you got to, take some time out, cut yourself off from everybody. But after 3 or 4 days, a week or something like that, shake yourself out of it and get right back into the jungle. Get back out there to hustling, doing business, entrepreneurship. You know what I mean? That's all part of it. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes getting there is not the fun part. Sometimes it's the ride there. All right, y'all take it easy, hold it down, be safe. All right.